Okay, I'm gonna be doing this video here because the thing is, a lot of people are thinking that SSDs are more better than hard drives, but what they think is not true because the thing is, because if I scroll down here. So this SSD I had here came from my PC, and the thing is, you can see it says installation stopped, and it's just this SSD here that says installation stopped. And if I tried loading up Plants vs Zombies, the first one did come out, but if I tried launching QZ, as soon as it tries to launch, as you can see here, it crashes. See? Like, so the people who are thinking that SSDs are much better, bad news for you, they're not. Like, they work for operating systems very well, but they're not the reliable method for long-term data storage. So an SSD like this one is not the best for long-term storage options. So I will want to suggest that you watch the video of showing bad blocks on a solid-state flash drive of SanDisk because although SSDs are much more cheaper, they're not the best. They're not best. They're best for long-term storage. So if I go ahead and do hard drive, you can see that a 10 terabyte one is reasonably priced. 14 terabyte is actually reasonably priced as well. Now, if we look at 8 terabytes, that's reasonably priced. Then, if we look at the 4 terabyte one, you can see that's priced well. And then, if we look at the SSD's prices, you can see that a 1 terabyte SSD is that expensive compared to a 2 terabyte hard drive. You can see that hard drives are much more cheaper to get, and you can see that even 1 terabyte, look how much cheaper that is. And it's for long-term storage. Because it's got dry platters and not NAND chips. So a lot of people have debate on thinking that SSDs are much better. Hard drives, which is what's in here, is much more reliable for the long run. So, and this thing is unplugged again. So, but I'm just saying that I'm just saying that hard drives are much better for long-term storage. So, see, this one is my data drive right here. It's at the data portable. This is my data drive. So, the data drives, the hard drives are very, very resilient for long-term data storage. They're very, very resilient. So, if it's left off for a long time, it actually will save the data, most likely save the data. So I have a SATA SSD over here. And the problem with SATA SSDs like these ones here is, especially the earlier SSD technology, the earlier SSD technology was not the most reliable. The hard drive was the most reliable. And still, even though SSDs now are much more resilient, you do not want to use this as your data drive. You do not want to use this as your data drive, because if this is left unplugged for a long time, one thing you may find is that your data will not be readable, or will not show. So that's why I like hard drives for long-term data storage. They're much cheaper and much more reliable.